Lovely, jubbly, just tricked you there. God, look at the signal. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the PerfectDraft Pro. And it's quite a lot heavier. Especially when Good afternoon, people. It's PJT from Rate My Beer, and I'm on the alert today.
You can actually see for once.
I can see you. Well, I can see the camera. Normally, I was funny enough. I was charging up the van because I haven't been going out far, have we? And I looked at a number plate on a car, and I realised it wasn't that far away. And I realised I couldn't see it. It was a blur. So my glasses that have been in the van for the last year, I put on. I thought, wow, I can see again. Don't even know the shock. I nearly chucked her out. I did. I said to her, the wife's going to be back in a minute. It's like, oof. She said she's too scared to put her glasses on. So there you go. Anyway, we're not here to talk about me and my glasses. Haake Beck. Haake. I knew I was going to do that. Haake Beck.
Yeah, I think that
so,
would be correct.
It's the new PerfectDraft. It's a Pilsner, as I'm sure you're well aware. Comes in at 4.9% ABV from northern Germany. So that's ringing all the bells of good.
It is, yeah.
No UK brewed, is it? Before I bloody go any further, I forgot to check that bit. Oh God, I can't even read it. Hold on. Let me just get my phone on here.
No, as far as I can see, it's not.
Oh, I've got my phone. It's not UK brewed. There's one bit I forgot. There's nothing in the UK. It's brewed in Germany. Jesus, I don't know, I forgot that bit. I didn't expect it to be in a way. So it's not another Stellagate, although somewhat controversial, because our glasses haven't turned up. And we thought
we're going to use this glass.
Do this one, because you've got, remember, Mr. Bazza's back and the review on this one. You've got all the beer, no idea. You've got Simo Sups. You've got Chris and his review. So you've got 4 chances. One of us must get it right. Probably us two, to be honest. Don't trust them other 3. Dodgy as hell. Especially the one with no idea. Anyway. And he won't watch this before he does this, because he don't want to get influenced. Right. So we're going to pour it, as I say, in a Stella glass. A little bit more history, actually. Hold on. Because this one's been around for ages. We don't think we've ever had this before.
I'm pretty certain that I've not tried this one before.
To be honest, and this is something that is a truth here, it's not something I'd go for if we saw it in Germany. Why? Because it's red and white.
Yeah, I was going to say probably because it's red and white.
Yeah, you got it. So, right, a little bit of history was, if I can read it.
Oh, come on, you've got glass on.
Yeah, I know, but it's weird with the glasses. I see things at a distance, but things close up don't make much difference. I don't know if it's easier without them. Right, founded in 1826, almost the whole century was an independent company. 1921, it joined such and such, and they started brewing together under the name Haake Beck Brew. They merged with Beck and Company in 1981, and since 2002, they've been with our friends at AB InBev.
Okay.
PerfectDraft description is saying it's a straightforward, authentic Northern German Pilsner, which we said brewed in accordance with the German purity law, guarantees high quality. The beer has a neat, clean foam structure, nice hop notes, a hint of citrus. Lean and fresh on the palate, balanced tart and dry finish. One of the most popular Pilsner beers in northern Germany.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
That all sounds quite promising.
I didn't see it in
I was
northern
going
Germany
to say,
when I was there.
I haven't seen it.
just saying. And it costs, bearing in mind, you're getting 15% off at the moment because it's on that deal, and you get your £5 back and your 5% back in beer tokens, providing you're not paying with beer tokens, obviously. It's going to cost you £2.35 a pint, which really isn't a lot, is it? So, without further ado, finally, 4 minutes, I'm pouring. I've got to remember what sheet it was. Yeah, that's it, just checking. So we've got this at 3 degrees. If it gets too lively, I'll let it pour over. But it's not. Oh, hold on. Don't speak too soon. Don't speak too soon. Right. We will mess about a bit more and do some. I'll tell you what about this, people? Just before I keep forgetting it. 15 bloody pounds for that. And look, it doesn't even go along like it. It's like a midget beer runner. 15 bloody, I'll tell you.
It's quite small.
Yeah, it's cool, but somewhat small. As you can see, it's going to have wrong way, anyway. Nice carbonation either way, because it's at a stellar glass, and you know if you're talking of doing any glasses for a beer review or anything, always use a stellar chalice. It's always going to give you something that you might not get not using it.
Yeah, looking at this, it looks kind of standard. It's got that golden colour, nice and clear.
It's very clear.
Carbonation coming up.
Nice
foamy head, so
it does look very thin, doesn't it?
It's kind of how I'd expect it to look.
I think so. I mean, this compares along the lines of, obviously, Hasselrod and Beck's.
Yeah.
Which I'm a huge fan of. I mean, we've got the keg there showing, because I brought 2 of them. Took a gamble. God only hope I don't regret it. But I do have the stuff here, if not. And 0624, a lot of you are asking, is the date of the keg. So, let's let the expert go first.
Yeah, basically exactly how I'd expect it to smell. You've got quite a malty backbone to the aroma there, maybe a hint of citrus.
Yeah, it's definitely citrus in it. I'm definitely getting that. Yeah, it's a thing with your lager. You can sit there and go, till you're blue in the face. You're not going to get a lot.
Kind of, have the same
the proof is in the pudding. 3 degrees, so no matter what gone after you, no matter what you're going on, whether it's the Phillips or the Pro, the best way to do it, isn't it?
Mm.
After you.
Okay, this has got a nice medium carbonation. There is a nice soft malt that's slightly sweet at the beginning. I am getting a bit of citrus in the middle. Predominantly lemon and lime-ish kind of taste. Finishing on slightly, it's a moderate bitterness at the end. Not particularly a strong Pilsner bite at the end, it's quite moderate.
Yeah, I'd go along with what Michelle's saying here. It's all right, isn't it? This is not going to blow you away, is it? Let's be honest here.
I'm going to go in and have another taste just so I can.
And I'm getting the bitterness at the end. That's why I had to go again on it. But for me, this borders on like a lager and lime. It's got that real citrus that I get hit with first, maybe more sweeter, but then after it's finished on, although there is a hint of bitterness there, it's not as bitter as your Beck's, your Hasselrod, even your new Stella. Your new Stella would be a good one to do against it if we've got some left.
The bite at the end is quite subtle on this.
Yeah.
But for me, it's quite thin on the mouthfeel. You are getting that citrus hit to it, a little bit of sweetness at the beginning from the malt. This is, for me, tasting quite average. It's an average Pilsner.
Yeah,
it's not horrible. It's not, it's quite drinkable, but it's not anything that's going to blow me away. Again,
we should be reviewing a stout now. I know there's probably one coming off Brew York, as we all know, but that's what you should be reviewing now. For me, this is a total mismatch. Wrong time of the month to bring something out. Wrong time of the year, sorry, to bring something out. Totally wrong month. It's in the summer, with a bit of heat, it could well flow down. But it's not going to hit any highs, whether it's summer, winter, or anything. I almost got another Beck's with one of them because it was on a deal.
It's not making me say, wow. It's pleasant enough. I'm going to be quite happy to drink that. But it's not something that's going to stick in my mind and want me to go and buy it again.
No, I've already got another one.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'll be quite happy to drink it.
Yeah, no,
it's not something you're going to go, wow, that's so good. I'm going to have to make sure I get that again.
0624, so you keep that, that's what I said to you, until it's warmer.
Warmer, and then
maybe,
try again. Maybe.
In a warmer time, you might think differently, but I think no. You've got to remember, the problem is, they upped the ante last year. You know, when you Keller beer, your Grand Pilsner, your Hop Skip, that's just to name 3, you know, without the French kegs that have come into it. They up the ante so high, and this doesn't follow that pattern. Obviously, in my opinion, someone else might review it and say, what's he talking about? You know, it's subjective, as we've said before. But if that, for me, there's so many better offerings. Yeah, we all like to try the new kegs, and that was part of the reason of us, wasn't it? As soon as it was
especially it being German.
Yeah, you expect more.
I think there's a little bit of expectation there because it's German. You really do expect something that is a little bit above the average. For me, this is just on the average. If you've already bought these kegs, you're not going to be like, oh, this is awful, why did I buy it? You're going to be able to drink it. I think it's going to be quite sessionable. It's not awful, but it's just, unfortunately, it's not got that little bit extra.
It's not got that extra buzz, yeah. Yeah, I mean, where'd you go on it? As I say, I liken it to a bit, as I say, to a bit limeish with that lemon and citrus and that going on in it.
I'm not picking up as much citrus as what you are, but it definitely is there.
I think, as I say, in the summertime, even in the springtime, it could go down better. We'll put it up against Beck's when we get the glass, because I've got Beck's here. I've got Hasselrode here. What else have we got, Pilsner? Got Jupiler. It doesn't touch any of them, does it? That's just, and you're not even going to mention it in the same breath as Hertog Grand Pils, because that's criminal. That, in obviously my opinion, again, was the keg of the year. That don't mean to say that someone's not going to go, God, this is lovely. It's smooth, it's clean, it's crisp. You could say all that, because in some ways it is, but for me, it's dull. It's boring.
It's average.
You know, they up the ante, as I say, so much. But I've had worse.
And as such, I'm going to give it a rate my beer a 7. There's nothing horrible
I'm going
about
on a
this.
6.
It's easy enough drinking. If you've already bought some, don't worry, you're going to be able to drink it. It's not horrible. I just expected a little bit more,
yeah,
so it's only getting a 7.
I'm going on a 6, the same I gave the UK Stella. But if I was choosing one, and we've still got that, we could do these off together.
Yeah.
If I was choosing one, and this is a big shout here, I'd choose the UK Stella over this. I'm sorry.
Well.
You definitely would, because you rated it
higher.
So,
there we go.
But for me, you know, I wasn't a great fan of that, or not a great fan of Stella, but that's just my opinion. I wasn't a great fan, as a lot of you know, of the Belgian one. It's as I said, a subjective opinion. For me, you wouldn't be disappointed. It's not like that Brewdog Classic, that lost in. We wish it had got lost in. No, hopped in harmony.
See, I didn't mind that. I quite like the orangey tones to that, but
I didn't like any of that tones. Yeah.
If you've got it coming, I wouldn't worry about it. It's more than drinkable.
The only thing I liked about that Brewdog Keg was
the wow factor,
getting the £5 back. It's nowhere near the wow factor. It's not even close. That's
there we go.
What can I say? When you try it, obviously we're quite first on this one. Well, hopefully.
It'd be really interesting to see what other people think of this. And if you've tried it, or when you do get to try it, please let us know in the comments.
But there was someone that said it was like Beck's Gold. It's not like
it's not
that
as sweet
either.
as Beck's Gold for me.
Maybe at the beginning it's got a bit of hints of Beck's Gold, because I'm not a fan of that.
No, it's not sweet.
It's not sweet. No, I don't think so. It's not sweet, but it doesn't go really Hasselrode or Beck's. I don't think so anyway. Right, we've gone on for long enough. Thanks for watching. Take care. Let us know any feedback. Bonjour.